Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the JRPG Report. My name is Dalton, and this week, it's just me. It is just me, and boy, what a week of news that we have for you. And I say we as the royal we because, like I said, it's just me. But I would like to thank Nefarious and Mikolov for filling in for me on the last episode. I very much do appreciate that. Unfortunately, we had a tragedy in the family. We lost my grandfather the day after his 89th birthday. And between that and losing my job in the same month, it's been rough, ladies and gentlemen. I am not going to lie to you, but I'm pulling through. I'm doing my best. We'll talk about, if you want to help out, you can support the show. We'll talk about that at the end of the episode. But I do want to say that I hope Mikolov is enjoying his vacation. I do believe that he is on a ship right now, on a cruise ship. So shout out, man. I hope you're enjoying it. Nefarious, whatever you're doing, man, I do appreciate you for filling in with Mikolov while I was gone and grieving. But like I said, we have a major week of news to get into. So without further ado, let's get into it.
If you're an athlete, you know the greatest motivator of all is the fear of letting your teammates down. After all, a team is only as good as its weakest link. So you owe it to those wearing the same jersey as you to be your best every time you step on the field. That's why there's no vape in team. When you vape, you can expose your lungs to toxic chemicals that can damage your lungs. If you're a step behind, the team's a step behind. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
All right, up first, CompileHeart has updated the Japanese official site for Death End Request Code Z with even more gameplay system explanation pages. This new information wave has a particular focus on non-combat activities outside of dungeons. The game will mostly take place in the series staple Sagami Town, and the player will control the protagonist Sayaka Hiwatari in visiting various locations around the town. One of the most important locations will be the subway station, where Sayaka can talk with the Luden's officer Snark to visit a specific Strain area dungeon. A particular location in town that the player will visit the most often will be the Night Owl Cafe. Sayaka will be able to talk with the cafe manager Levin to customize her weapons with stat upgrade patches and extra effect memories. The cafe will also have a skill tree that can gradually give Sayaka more resistance against death causes, such as reducing damage from traps. However, there is a catch here, where the points required to unlock these skills are only acquired when the player gets a gory game over scene by having Sayaka killed. The lodging room is shared by Sayaka, and Sheena will also act as another key location. Sayaka will be able to check her inbox for request emails that can reward prizes upon their completion. Some of the rewards include character figures and diorama sets that can be used in the room's diorama mode. Death End Request Z will be available for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September 19th in Japan. CompileHeart and Idea Factory have yet to confirm English localization for the game as of this writing. I'm sure it'll come though. We got Death End Request 1 and 2, I believe, so I think this is the third game, I think. But Square Enix has announced Romancing Saga 2 Remake, Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Switch, and the PC via Steam. It will launch October 24th worldwide for $49.99. So here's an overview of the game from Square Enix. It is the Imperial Year 1000. Terrifying fiends plague the land, and various nations struggle to contend with both this incursion and their own internal conflict. The people wait in hope for the fulfillment of an ancient legend that foretells the coming of the 7 great heroes who will save their ravaged kingdom. Then one fated day, Avalon, the capital of the Varanus Empire, suddenly and brutally is attacked. The aggressor is none other than the Zinzi, one of the 7 heroes of legend. The people are crushed underfoot, and Prince Victor, the brave noble heir to the imperial throne, is slain. The citizens of the empire are overcome with despair and the realization that the legends were false. But Victor's father, Emperor Leon, swears his vengeance on the 7 and their mighty power. He uses the fabled inheritance magic bestowed by the Cirrus Orive to pass his powers on to his other son, Gerard, trading his own life for a chance for his heir to strike back. This act marked the first chapter in a deadly tale of war fought long ago, an epoch-spanning struggle between the Imperial line of Varanus and the Seven Heroes. So Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven is a complete 3D remake of the original Romancing Saga 2, first released in 1993 in Japan. Keeping the epic story of wars fought between the Imperial line of the Varanus and the Seven Heroes of ancient myth, as well as all of the unique and groundbreaking mechanics from the Saga franchise, such as glimmers and formations, Revenge of the Seven reworks the battle and character growth system and adds in numerous new features, such as difficulty selection, making it easily accessible to both long-term fans of the series and complete newcomers. The expansive world of Romancing Saga 2 that was originally depicted using pixel graphics has been fully updated to gorgeous 3D. All of the main characters such as Leon, Gerard, and the Seven Heroes have also been updated with impressive 3D visuals that keep the distinctive character of the original sprites. There are over 30 individual character classes to choose from, covering a wide variety of different races and professions. Each class has its own unique characteristics with different proficiencies for weapons and spells. Also, if you are interested in this, there are announcement trailers over on YouTube. If you search, Romancing Saga 2 Remake, I'm sure that they will pop up. But customers who purchase the game during the pre-order will receive the bonus accessory set, which will enable them to obtain the following equipment from the treasury box on the ground floor of Castle Avalon after they start the game. Shugyan's Tactical Primer, a tome recording the wisdom of a brilliant military strategist, boosts the amount of technique points gained after victorious battles by 10% through the first Imperial year of the game. And the Cat's Amulet, an amulet made by a certain renowned thief, boosts the revenue gained after victorious battles by 10% through the first year of the Imperial game. For the first Imperial year of the game. Keep your eyes and ears peeled out for that, coming on October 24th. I'm stoked for it. It looks beautiful. All right, coming up next, publisher Koei Tecmo and developer Gust have announced that Fairy Tail 2 is coming for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC via Steam. It will be launching this winter. Fairy Tail 2 is a new RPG based on the popular magical battle fantasy Fairy Tail, which has sold more than 72 million copies worldwide, with its manga and anime beloved around the world. This sequel to the original Fairy Tail game, released in July of 2020, depicts the Alvarez Empire arc, the climax of the original work. This RPG depicts the dramatic developments of the Alvarez Empire arc, the climax of the original story. Playing as the main characters Natsu and Lucy and other members of the Fairy Tail Guild, players can relive the epic battles against their greatest enemy, Emperor Spriggan of the Alvarez Empire, and his team of elites, the Spriggan 12, and the World Destroyer, Black Dragon Acknowledgia. Interesting name. The battle system has been completely redesigned from the previous game, implementing real-time battles that are even more flashy and impactful. In addition to being able to use more powerful magic by filling up the gauge when attacking, some characters can also activate Mode Change. Use these and other strategic elements to your advantage and feel the thrill of exhilarating battle. Seamlessly explore the final battlefield of the Kingdom of Fjord. The world of Fairy Tail is recreated with beautiful 3D graphics, expressive character expressions, man, that was hard to say, and seamless field navigation, uninterrupted by load times, will allow you to feel immersed in a world of the original series as if you were exploring it for yourself. Explore an all-new original story, Key to the Unknown, set after the events of this arc in the original series. Plus, get to know new sides of your favorite characters in the character stories, as well as ton of new interactions and moments that can only be seen in the game. So if you're a fan of Fairy Tail, keep your eyes peeled for that coming this winter. That does sound interesting. I've been meaning to check out that anime and the game, so maybe I'll get around to that eventually. We'll see. My backlog is massive now, as is, So developer Nippon Ichi Software and their Western branch NIS America have announced Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero. Although it was only announced for the Switch in the June of 2024 Nintendo Direct event, according to NIS America's website, the game will launch for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam, although the Steam version will follow after the console releases. It is a brand new follow-up to the tactical RPG Phantom Brave that initially released on the PlayStation 2 in 2004, which is, by the way, it's also available on Steam because I have it on there, just for people who want to know. The original game would go on to get a remake on the Wii with Phantom Brave We Meet Again, and brought to other platforms throughout the years. Its latest release was August 2021 on the Nintendo Switch. Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero continues the isometric gridless tactical turn-based gameplay set forth by its predecessor. Players join Morona, a young girl with the power to speak to phantoms, and her phantom companion Ash on a new adventure in the ocean world of Ivor. Assemble a crew with a new character, Apricot, to aid those in need. Bind recruited phantoms to objects and merge them with gadgets to Morona herself to fire off abilities. Over 50 characters and 300 skills await the player in Phantom Brave, the Lost Hero. So if you'd like to check out this announcement trailer, it is also available on YouTube. It was put out there in the direct. So this is coming sometime in 2025. If you're a fan of that original game, again, it's one that I have and I haven't played yet, but the original, and it's in my backlog. That's all I can say about most of these games. It's in my backlog. Let's see, what do we got up next for everybody? Tokyo Games and MediaVision are working on the 100-line Last Defense Academy, a new strategy RPG published by Aniplex. The game was revealed at the June 18th, 2024 Nintendo Direct and will land on the Nintendo Switch and PC in early 2025. The trailer features protagonist Takumi Sumino having his ordinary life violently upended by unusual monsters. Before long, Takumi and a gang of other students have been drafted into the roster of the Last Defense Academy, a mysterious school besieged by the same monsters. Takumi and his new companions must defend the school for 100 days, facing tough decisions and sacrifices on the altar of saving the world from the invaders and returning to their normal lives. The game will center around large defensive battles conducted by the students against invading enemies. Each student has specialized skills and attacks that can be used to turn the tide. Between the battles, players will control Takumi and spend time with his teammates to form bonds, as well as explore nearby wilderness for items. Okay, so this sounds a lot to me like Fire Emblem Three Houses. The 100 line prominently displays an aesthetic reminiscent of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc and its sequels. Danganronpa creator Kazutaka Kodaka and the AI Somnium Files creator Kotaro Uchikoshi are co-credited with directing and scenario, while artist Ryu Komatsuzaki, man, I hope I said that right, of Master Detective Archives Rain Code, is providing the character designs. So I believe that it's by the people who did Danganronpa. So that, I mean, yeah, that's what it was saying. So that's cool. It's cool. The 100 line Last Defense Academy will launch in early 2025 on PC and Switch. 2025 looking to be a banging year so far. Banging year. All right. So one a lot of people are hyped about. I need to watch this trailer. I didn't get to see everything from this direct yet, but Nintendo themselves have announced Mario & Luigi Brothership for the Switch. It will launch on November 7th. A little overview of the game. All aboard for an island-hopping RPG adventure starring Mario and Luigi. The brothers are back for a brand new entry in the Mario & Luigi series, where they set sail on Ship-Shape Island, part ship, part island, to navigate a vast world of Concordia. Play as the mustachioed pair and explore islands that range from tropical rainforests to bustling cities. Along the way, meet new friends and help Along the way, meet new friends to help you on your journey and encounter familiar faces from the Mushroom Kingdom like Peach and Bowser. Keep the brothership afloat and rely on Mario and Luigi's bond to save the day by employing bros. Oh, okay, I got you. By employing bros moves to get past obstacles and powerful bros. Attacks to claim victory and a dynamic twist on turn-based combat. And there are some trailers for this as well up. It sounds fun. I mean, the screenshots make it look like it's a very interesting art style. I can dig it. Hopefully it's good. I'm sure it is. Most first-party content Nintendo doesn't let be bad at all, so yeah. So, Bandai Namco Entertainment has surprisingly shadow dropped, and I asked my Discord this. I was like, did they shadow drop this? And the Steam Machine Discord were like, yeah, I think so. They have shadow dropped Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD remasters onto PC via Steam, and this happened on June 17th. The title released last September on Nintendo Switch. It contains Baten Kaitos Eternal Wings and The Lost Ocean and its prequel Baten Kaitos Origins that both originally released on the Nintendo GameCube. The Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD remasters bring several key modern features including Turbo Mode, New Game Plus, autosave, and instant KO toggle. Currently, there is a Monolith 1 edition available for Baten Kaitos. I hope I'm saying that right. Baten Kaitos. I don't know. 1 and 2 HD remaster on Steam that gives all players a digital art book if they buy it by July 17th, 2024. And so if you're a fan of the Baten Kaitos games, they are now on Steam, which I'm stoked about. I put it on my wish list. I will gladly add that to my backlog of games that I need to play. Oh, man. All right. Coming up next, we have... Oh, yes. Publisher Square Enix and developer Mistwalker have announced Fantasian Neo Dimension for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC via Steam, and it will launch this winter. Fantasian first launched for Apple Arcade in 2 parts. The first part on April 1st, 2021, and the second on August 13th, 2021. So a little, what is Fantasian Neo Dimension? The father of Final Fantasy, Hironobu Sakaguchi, and renowned composer Nobuo Uematsu returned to deliver an original RPG story. Experience an enhanced version of Fantasian, originally released for Apple Arcade in 2021, with brand new features, including English and Japanese voiceovers, in addition to an additional difficulty option. And Fantasian Neo Dimension assumed the role of Leo as he journeys to recover his memories and solve the mystery of a strange mechanical infection destroying his world. Experience an original and modern take on a beloved turn-based battle system with a wealth of unique mechanics and strategic combat to shake up the classic RPG formula and explore a multi-dimensional universe come to life set against the backdrop of over 150 charming handcrafted dioramas. So yeah, man, if you never got a chance to play Fantasian, it is actually coming out on things that people own. I mean, I know some people have Apple Arcade, but I don't know anybody personally, I think, other than James, that has Apple Arcade. So it'll be nice that it's coming out on things, that other people can play it, because it's 2 legends that did a game. It's one that I really wanted to have a way to check out. So I saved the big news for last. At least it's the big news in my opinion. So, without further ado, during the Nintendo Direct presentation, Square Enix announced that Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake will launch on November 14th for PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. Originally announced more than 3 years ago, and which, by the way, it just went radio silent after that. In addition to the new HD-2D visual style, the remake of Dragon Quest's beloved third-party entry features several quality-of-life improvements, including improved UI, battle speed options, an auto-battle toggle, an auto-save, and more. Despite being the third numbered entry, Dragon Quest III is the canonical beginning of the Edric storyline, where the hero Ortega's only child sets off on a quest to defeat the archfiend Baramos. RPG site that I got this from had a chance to go hands-on with Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake earlier this summer, and if you want to check out their preview and impressions of it, go Google that. They are a good site. I do recommend them. So a little description. The legacy begins. Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake is a stunning reimagining of the beloved masterpiece and narrative beginning to the Erdrick trilogy, the first 3 games of the mainline Dragon Quest series. Featuring vibrant HD-2D graphics, new and modernized features, and a refined narrative, players are invited to set out on an epic fantasy adventure to save the world from a dark evil. Years ago, the great hero Ortega bid farewell to his wife and child as he set off on a quest to defeat the villainous archfiend Baramos. Ortega failed his quest, and Baramos still threatens the world. Now, on their 16th birthday, Ortega's only child is summoned by the king of Aleahan and entrusted with a mission of highest import to take on Ortega's quest, vanquish Baramos, and save the world. Accompanied by a band of traveling companions chosen in the beginning of the game, the players are immersed in a vast HD 2D world full of towns, dungeons, caves, meeting fascinating characters, and fighting ferocious monsters in enhanced turn-based battles. Rebuilt for modern audiences, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake gives existing fans the chance to re-experience a beloved RPG and its expanded offerings like never before, while also being a perfect starting point for newcomers to discover one of the most influential RPG franchises in gaming history. Now, not only that, but Square Enix has also officially confirmed that they will also be giving the HD 2D Remake treatment to the first 2 Dragon Quest titles, with Dragon Quest I and Dragon Quest II HD 2D Remake. The announcement was made at the end of the release date trailer for Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. While official platforms have yet to be officially confirmed for Square Enix themselves for the Dragon Quest I and II HD Remake, it will presumably be coming for the same platforms as the 3 HD 2D Remake, consisting of PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. So, I'm hyped. I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting to hear about this Dragon Quest III remake. And now not only are we getting that, but we're getting 1 and 2 as well. I mean, I had gotten the ones that they had done for Switch, and they were okay. But these look pristine, and I cannot wait for it. And with that brings us to the end of our report. If you would like to check us out over on Facebook, it is facebook.com/JRPG Report. I'm much more active over on Twitter at JRPG Report. that's where you can mostly find me. Even though I really don't like social media, I try to be on there for you guys. If anybody wants to try to get a hold of me for things, I can, be there for you. If you would like to help support the show, which at the moment would be very, very helpful, between planning funeral things and just looking for work, anything helps. Patreon.com/JRPG Report. $1 or more is all you need. It gets you the episodes. I think I'm going to start putting them up there ad free again, because I do ads in the main feed to try to bring in what little cash that does. So possibility that I'll put them up there ad free. If that's something that you guys want for the Patreon, let me know. I am very open to suggestions for things to make it worth more for you to donate your hard-earned cash to the show. But you do get your name read on each and every episode, like these wonderful people, Jake W., Jordan K., Kularian, MasterLoot, Kana, and Dustin Eckert. You are very, very much appreciated, especially right now. It means the world, and you just don't even know how much it helps every month. I would also like to give a shout out to my podcast, the Steam Machine Podcast. It is a bi-weekly PC gaming show where me and my buddies Nate and Willie, and whatever guests we decide to have on, if we do, play through our backlog on PC and just try to have a good time with it while also chipping away at it. You know what I mean? The last games that we did a double feature. We did Sega Bass Fishing and Fishing Sim World, I believe, were the two of the games that we did. The two fishing games that just compare them and everything. But we did that because we needed about a month to play the game that we were playing, which is Ys 8. I finally got the boys to play Ys 8. That episode will be coming next week, so keep your ears peeled out for that. If you guys want to check out some JRPG goodness, you can come hear me, Mikolov, Nate, and Willie all talk about Ys 8 for a few hours. It's going to be a great time. But that brings us to the end of the report. I thank you all for joining me on this episode. And again, thank you for sticking with us. I know things haven't been super consistent lately, but I'm working on it, and I'll get things together, I promise. But yes, on that note, do me just like between you and me, no one else is listening. Do me a favor, okay? Can you do me a favor? Get back out there and level up.